Good morning. We're here in the CAST11 studios with Catherine Anderson of Yavapai College. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. We're here because we have the Prescott Valley Job Fair coming up in 10 days, give or take.
10 days, yes.
10 days. So tell me a little bit about the event and what that means to the community.
Well, yes, 10 days. It's rapidly approaching.
Yes.
I can't believe how fast it's just around the corner. Mm-hmm. The Prescott Valley Job Fair is September 8th at Findlay Toyota Center. This is a big job fair for our community. Yep. This is one of the biggest job fairs we have. I'm very proud to say it's right here in our little hometown.
Yep.
We have 90 companies that are going to be attending this job fair. That's
90.
A lot.
That's almost 100. That's a ton of jobs.
It is a ton of jobs. And we just want to invite everybody that is looking for work or thinking maybe I'm not in quite the job I should be in. You know, any of those categories, or parents that are trying to get their kids out of the house. We know you're out there. We want to encourage them to come to this job fair because with 90 companies, there's a little bit of something for everybody.
Absolutely.
And we hold this job fair from 3 to 6 p.m. Well, technically it's 3:30. We have early admission, which I'll talk about in a second.
Of course.
We hold it at those hours purposely because we want to get those that we know are out there looking for work, the students that need to get out of school, and those that may already have a job but are looking for something in the next level.
Different options.
Yep. Yes, they want to move up the ladder. They're looking for something that, to upskill. So we have it later in the day so they can, get off that other job that they have.
That 9 to 5.
That 9 to 5 and leave and then swing by this job fair. And we're not trying to do bad to any employers that are out there, but we know that sometimes it's a person's ready to move on.
Absolutely.
And like I said, they've just graduated, they've got some more skills now, some more education, and they're ready for that next position.
Yep.
So that's why those hours are later in the day. Some people ask me, how come you don't do it earlier in the day? You used
8
to.
a.m., yeah.
And that's why we want to give it opportunity for our students, for those that may have another job, or even maybe that spouse that needs to wait for their husband or wife, partner to get off of work so that they can go attend the job fair.
That's absolutely true. And there's a ton of reasons why you're looking to change careers. So having 90 plus options, because if each new company that's there has one job available, that's still almost 100 jobs. That's a ton of jobs.
And I can tell you that we went through at one point and added every job and we quit after a while because it just got to be too much. Over 1,000 positions.
I believe it.
I know we're over 1,000 positions now. So there is something for everybody at this event.
Yep. Yeah. And you said that all the industries are kind of represented. So tell me a little bit about a couple of the companies that are going to be there and what you can look forward to in those over 1,000 jobs.
Yes. So as she mentioned, all the industries are covered. So just to name a few, you've got education, hospitality, construction, manufacturing. I'm trying to think off the top of my head what I have not said. Retail, service, government, military, you name it, it's going to be there. I was trying to put the list together and I'm like, what does this one fall under? What does that one fall under? Because everything really is covered.
Yes.
If you're looking for that career change, I'm sick of working in government and I'm going to go be a cook now. Hey, we got it. It's there.
It's there.
Like I said,
we have a company for you.
Yeah, we have a company for you.
Probably 3.
Probably 3. And as I've told people before, just because a company that might not be their prime service or their prime industry doesn't mean they don't have something in there. So you never know. We had a company, and actually it was the Prescott Valley Job Fair a couple years ago, that was a construction type related company that was hiring for an IT position.
Everyone needs it.
Everybody. So even when I say, well, construction's going to be there, that might be the type of company they are, but that doesn't mean they're not hiring for something else in their companies.
Absolutely.
So we always tell everybody the full listings available on our website, and we'll share that in a second. Yeah. Look at it and see what every company's hiring for, because they might have something for you. That construction industry might have an IT position. A healthcare industry might have an accounting position. You never know. Companies hire for a variety of things, and don't just think, oh, well, Dignity Health. I'm not a nurse. I can't go work for there. They have positions,
For everybody.
tons of positions. The college, well, I'm not a professor. I'm not into education. We happen to be hired in my department right now. We'll take you.
Yeah, we need it.
We need it. So yes, there's something for everybody in every industry.
Absolutely. And there's so many types. So when we're talking about every industry, every type of job, every format of job, anything that you would really want, what do you kind of recommend for the people coming to be? Any qualifications, age range?
We have jobs probably from 16 years up to retirement age and up.
Okay.
And for preparing, again, I would say go to our website. And our website is ycredc.com.
Okay.
And if they scroll down, they'll see the event page and just click on the job fair and you'll find everything you want to know about the job fair, including the listing of everybody that's going to be there. So if you scroll down and you find a company and you're like, yes, I'm really interested in that company, then go to their website and do your homework and find out about that company, find out what they're looking for in that job. So first off, see if you meet the recommendations or the requirements, and then look at your resume. And does my resume fit this? And if it doesn't, let me clarify. If you have the skills, but maybe your resume is not reflecting that, then update your resume.
Absolutely.
You want to make it match and fit and shine so they see that and go, of course we want to hire you.
Yeah.
And if
Perfect.
you need, and if you need help with that, then you have my department, the REDC at Yavapai College, Goodwill, Arizona at Work, NACOG. We're all here to help in advance of the job fair, prepare resumes, prepare our job seekers. So do your homework, find out all about the company, update your resume. When you go in and meet with the companies, when you go talk to them and you say, hey, I'm interested in your whatever position, and, I know your company has been doing this, or you're located here, and last year you did this, whatever it is, that information, you've just impressed them because they know that you already know all this information about their company. So you've made that first impression, you've made that first mark. So whether it's their human resources hiring team that you just spoke to, or they're going to go back and report it to that hiring team, you've made that impression, and that's really important. Instead of just walking around and, I don't know who's going to be here. I didn't bring my resume, and I know nothing. I'm not saying you can't make a mark and an impression that day, but when you show up with that sparkling resume and you know about the company, it shows to that potential employer that you will do the work necessary.
Absolutely.
And so do that. I'm giving you that hint right now.
Prepare in advance.
Prepare in advance.
Wink.
Yeah, wink, wink.
Yeah, wink, wink. Prepare in advance. And when you are showing up, have your resumes in hand, but what are you guys looking for dress code?
For dress code, we always tell people you want to dress professionally. We're not talking suits and ties, but a nice pair of pants, a nice shirt. And when I say pants, it can be jeans, but without the holes, because that's all the fashion statement right now. And I clarify that because my daughter has like 10 pairs of those. But you want to wear a nice pair of pants that do not have any holes. Can be jeans, like I just said, a nice pair of slacks, a nice blouse, a nice shirt. If someone wants to wear a dress or a skirt would be just fine. No pajamas, no slippers. And I still have to say that because I'm not kidding you. It happens every job fair. We have somebody come in dressed like that. And that, again, that goes back to that first impression. You could have the best resume in the world and all the skills, but they see you walk in dressed like that, and they're thinking, really? They come to a job fair dressed like this? How important, how seriously are they going to take their job if I hire them? Yes, exactly.
Absolutely.
You have to dress professional.
Absolutely. And you guys with the REDC can help with that as well.
Yes, we could give you guidance on what to wear, not what not to wear. And if you wanted to come in and say, is this outfit okay? Yeah, it is okay. Or maybe lower the heels or not so tight on the pants. Or, yes, we could absolutely give guidance on that.
Awesome. Resumes, dress well, be confident.
Be confident. Yes. And to go with the be confident, at the REDC now, we have a new online interview program. So if you go online, you see companies that you're really excited about, you got your resume already, you could reach out to us and we could in advance help you prepare for interviews. Or let's say even at the job fair, you match up with companies, they contact you, they want to schedule interviews. We can help you with this interview program, and it's all free. There's no charge, and it's all done online, and we can match the questions to that industry.
Wow.
So whether it's accounting, construction, education, hospitality.
Yep.
So we can match those questions, and it just helps prepare them in advance, like you said, for that.
Feel good about yourself.
Yeah,
know that you can nail this.
They can nail it, and then they can go in and they've already maybe practiced those exact questions that's going to take place in the interview.
Nice.
Yes.
Those are all great things. Resume, outfit, confidence.
Yes, got to have all of them.
All of them. That's what you need to walk into this job fair. That's awesome. And so a couple of these, I mean, all these companies, are they local? Are they hiring for remote work? Kind of.
They're all companies that, for the most part, are in the Quad City area.
Okay.
I know we do have a couple that are also located up in the Camp Verde Valley area. I always tell
Still
people,
pretty close.
Yeah, that's not far to drive to
30-minute
Camp Verde.
drive.
Depending on where you live
Yeah.
in Prescott, it's the same distance to drive to Camp Verde.
I'm in Chino. To Prescott Valley is still 35 minutes.
Yes, so you know what I'm saying. And I'm from
Exactly.
San Diego originally, and I'm going to clarify that, like 30 years ago. So anybody who's going, oh no, it was one of them.
Originally
30 years ago. I used to drive like an hour
Absolutely.
to get to work.
Yep.
So for me, I'm like half an hour. That's nothing. But
jump.
yes, they're mostly this
Okay.
area. And as far as the remote, that's up to the companies because
Absolutely.
they've told us what they're hiring for, but they haven't necessarily said if it's in person or remote. So that would be a discussion or a talk with the employer
Absolutely.
and the potential job seeker. And some of them have said specifically, like I can see on the list right now, one says in-home caregivers.
Of course.
So there are certain positions that no matter what are going to be on site.
Yep.
But other ones could be remote. I don't have the exact answer on that one.
That's okay. That's a discussion to have with the employers.
Yes.
Absolutely. But mostly Quad Cities based
Mostly
companies.
Quad City based, yes.
Which is awesome. I mean, everyone who's going to show up is Quad Cities based.
Yes.
Yes, that's the whole point, right?
That is the whole point.
Community.
I know there's a few, that have positions that might take them out of the Quad City, but predominantly or primarily they would be here.
Absolutely. Who doesn't love it here?
I know.
Who wouldn't want to work in this
I know,
community?
exactly. I want to live here.
I know.
I do live here. I
we
want to
do.
work here.
Exactly. And so at Findlay, September 8th.
Findlay, September 8th. Our regular job fair hours are 3:30 to 6
3:30 to
p.m.
6:30.
When I mentioned 3 p.m., we do have early admission for our veterans, our job seekers that are over 55,
Okay.
and those with any disabilities.
Okay.
So they can get in a half an hour early. We just want to give them that little extra time.
Absolutely.
And then at 3:30 is our regular admission entry hours for the job fair.
And is there any registration that any participants want?
When they walk in, Goodwill does do a very generic registration. There's no personal, confidential information that they
Name
have to
tag
give
kind
up.
of thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's just a tracking. It helps us know where job seekers, what
Absolutely.
zip codes they're coming from, how they arrived at the job fair. It's just some information for us moving forward and helping us to plan future job fairs.
Absolutely.
And then we just send them in
Let
on
them
the
in.
way. We give them a list of every company that's in attendance with every position that's available. So they have that as they go
Guide.
through. Yeah, as a guide, because with that many companies in attendance,
Overwhelming.
overwhelming. And again, if you're of that mindset of, well, healthcare is just healthcare and construction is just construction, it will help you, if you look down and go, oh, wait, here's a construction company that's hiring for an accounting and I'm an accountant. I need to go stop at that construction company's table.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it works as a perfect guide for them.
Absolutely. And is there any time for companies to still register, or are you set and ready to close that door?
I am set to close out the door,
Okay.
but until I get back to my office and technically do that, but by the time this airs, we're probably past that door. So I'm
Okay.
going to say it's closed.
It's closed. Hard
Yes.
answer. It's closed.
Hard answer is closed. Yes.
Everyone's welcome. Companies are not.
Yeah. At this point, we're probably hit that point, yes.
And I know that you have a couple community sponsors involved. So tell me a little bit about them and how they're helping.
Yes, we could not do this job fair without our sponsors. I mean, absolutely. No event's free. You know that from working over here. Everything costs money. And so we're very appreciative to our sponsors. So I'll just give a shout out to them. We have Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce, Fan Contracting, Goodwill of Central and Northern Arizona, AT Overland Equipment, One Arizona Credit Union, Yavapai Gaming, Halstead Jewelry, CTI, Freeport McMoran, RDO Equipment, Arizona Mentor, Sherwin-Williams, Dignity Health, Yavapai Regional Medical Center, Priority Ambulance, Humboldt School District, NACOG, Amazon. As you can see, so many sponsors.
A ton of
sponsors. And we could not do this without any of them.
Yep.
I mean,
absolutely.
We need their support.
And will they all be there
and
with
they
jobs?
will all be there. They will all be there with jobs.
With jobs.
Yes.
In hand.
In hand. Every single one of those companies will be there.
That's incredible.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm blown away by the magnitude of this event. 90 jobs, over 1,000 job postings, or 90 companies,
yes.
over 1,000 jobs available. That's a ton.
Yeah, it's
it can be overwhelming.
It could be overwhelming.
Yep.
And and if you just listen to the type of the company, just at the sponsors, and you can hear those industries,
the variety
that were covered just right there, that tells you that, there's something for everybody.
There really will be.
Every one of those companies, including the chamber, is hiring right now.
Yep.
So yes, that's just a sample of what you're going to see there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot. And you've put in a ton of hard work to this and prepping for this and helping the community get prepped for this.
Yeah. And we really just want to keep pointing that out to our community members, that we're here to help. So if you're hearing all this today and you're like, it's just too much. I don't know how to prep. I don't know what to do. Again, you can contact the REDC, NACOG, Goodwill, Arizona at Work. We're all here to prepare to get you ready for this job fair, because we don't want anybody to walk in and be like, I can't do this. I mean, 90 companies, where do I start? What do I do?
Yep.
Because especially if you've never attended a job fair before.
It can be hectic.
It can be very hectic.
Yep.
And we do try. We have a team of us that are there to help. So if whether it's an employer that's attending or a job seeker, just go find one of the team and they can help you.
Yep.
We're still working on what we're going to have on that day to stand
to
out.
Be noticeable.
Yes, to be noticeable. So
hot pink or something.
I don't know what color we're going for. But so that they can say, look for anybody in that, and they'll be able to help you.
Absolutely.
So we will have something on that day. So even if you're a job seeker that day, it's like, I don't know what to do. I was told that there's a company here of this, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, they are here. And they're over in that row, and let me take you over to them. So you'll be able to find us.
Delightful.
You'll see. All of a sudden, there'll be like 10 people in this bright whatever color, and that'll be us.
It has to be neon so you can
get seen. It's going to be neon.
Yeah,
it's probably going to be neon yellow or neon green. Speaking of, we were talking about green earlier. Yes. So it'll be one of those two colors.
Of course. And you'll have the full guide when people walk in, so they'll be able to see those jobs.
And we also ask the companies to post the jobs on their tables too.
Okay.
So besides, they should get that full guide when they walk in, and then most of the companies will have some kind of display on their tables listing all the positions they're hiring for as well. So it should be simple. I mean, it sounds simple, however, in theory, but again, when you're not quite sure, like, I don't know what I'm looking for. This is my past experience.
Yep.
I've only done this. And I should say that. Don't ever think, well, I've only done retail or I've only done this. How would anybody hire me? Yeah. My daughter's going to start hating me. I use her as an example for everything. My daughter only, her past experience was only working in retail. And
a lot of kids come out of that, out of high school, college, and that's their experience.
But she obtained so many skills from that position. She's now working a full-time office job, and she's doing quite well for herself coming out of just working in retail.
Absolutely.
It's all skills that she, learned on her own, and she was able to transition that. And yes, she used our interview program that I just talked about a few minutes ago to practice for this position that she has now.
You have to have a guinea pig?
Yes, I did have to have a guinea pig. So never just think, oh, but I only have this. No. Because she never limited herself to that. She was like, I'm done working retail. I want out of retail. I've had 3 retail jobs.
I don't blame her.
I'm over this now. And now she's, like I said, she's doing quite well for herself. So don't walk into the job fair and go, well, I guess I should only go visit these tables because that's the only career history I have. That's my work history. No, take the time to go. If you see something that, I'm interested. I want to find out what it means to be I'm just looking at this,
pulling one
an
off.
order filler.
Uh-huh.
I want to go see what it means to be an order filler. Go talk to that company and go find out, because maybe you don't have the skills yet, but maybe they'll tell you all you need is this, and maybe we can do the training on site, or it's just one class you need, or something we can do really quick. And by the end of the year, you could have that position.
Absolutely.
So don't ever count yourself out.
Nope.
It's nothing's impossible.
Nope.
So I'm going to say nothing's impossible.
All of your skills are applicable.
All of your skills are
other options.
Exactly. And maybe it's just a couple steps to get you there. And it might be, the company might say, hey, well, we could get you in the door at this position, train you on in-house, and within a certain time frame, get you to that position that you really want.
Absolutely.
So
stepping stones.
It's stepping stones. So never go, I can't do it. I'm not worthy. I'm not there yet.
Not there yet.
I'm not there yet. Because it can happen.
Maybe you're not there yet, but you can be very quickly.
Very quickly. Exactly.
And you can work towards it.
You can work towards it.
Always.
Always. Whether it's on-site training there or something that you could pick up here at, Yavapai or one of the other, facilities in town.
Yep.
Everything is very possible.
Absolutely. And that should be reflected in your resume, of just the openness. As you were talking about preparing your resume, just kind of having skills that you've learned in there that might not, you were talking about retail. Your whole job wasn't selling people things.
No, it's customer service.
Exactly. It had customer service. You probably did stock. You probably did a couple other things working in retail that have quite a bit of an open-ended question mark to them.
Exactly. And that's the company that my daughter's at now. That's what they told her. That was customer service. Way more than you think.
Way more than you think.
And that's part of why they were like,
yep.
Yeah,
you're not just scanning a barcode.
Exactly.
That's not what retail is. It's customer service.
It's huge customer service. And she's doing great. I actually had to call that place for something today, and she answered the phone. I'm like, well, I made her do her whole spiel before I told her it was me. I said, she's going to watch these things and be like, quit talking about me.
Goodness, she's going to be so embarrassed. But getting back to the job fair, be prepared in your dress, in your confidence, and with your resume. And you can all be helped with that through you guys. And then those other companies that you mentioned, NACOG, Goodwill, Arizona at Work.
Yes, and in Yavapai College. And yes, I want to say be prepared, because there is at least one at every job fair that is hired at the job fair.
On the spot.
On the spot.
You could be that one.
You could be that one. We find out more later, because we always follow up with all our companies that are there, and we get the results, and we're always excited to find out the numbers that are hired. But we always find out at least one at the job fair that is hired before they even leave. They know. They walk out the door going, I got a job. I start Monday.
Yep.
Yeah. So you could be that one. So be prepared.
Think about how much that could change your life.
Yeah.
If you walk in on a Thursday and walk out and you're starting on Monday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's like you can be going out and having a celebratory dinner. You can leave the job fair, cross the street to one of these restaurants.
And these beautiful ones.
These beautiful restaurants.
There's great options.
Celebrate and be starting the job on Monday.
There you go.
I mean, it's so many opportunities.
It's a possibility of job fairs. That's why they're wonderful and such a community service.
Yes. Just, you say community, it is. It's such a community coming together to make this happen.
Yep.
And all the companies, I mean, they want to hire from within. I mean, from within our community, obviously, you know, but they want all these potential job seekers that are coming in the door. They want to hire them.
They do. That's why they're there.
Exactly.
They have jobs available.
Yes, they absolutely want to hire one of the job seekers.
Yep.
So many jobs available, so be one of them.
Yep. Get hired.
Get hired.
Be prepared and get hired.
Exactly.
There we go. Well, if you're interested in more of this, the Prescott Valley Job Fair will be on Thursday, September 8th from 3 for those with disabilities, veterans, and those over 55.
Yes.
And then 3:30 to 6 for the general public. No pre-registration required. And could you let them know where to find you guys and more information?
Yes. The website is ycredc.com. And you just scroll down to the events and look for the Prescott Valley Job Fair. And if you want, you can also contact me.
There you go.
My number is 928-776-2008. Or you can email me at Catherine, Katherine, I always have to spell that, .anderson@yc.edu.
There you go. And we can't wait to see you guys all at the Prescott Valley Job Fair. We'll both be there. So
Yes.
we are very excited to see everyone getting jobs that day.
Yes, and it's going to happen.
It is. We're
Lots
all
of
getting
jobs.
hired.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you at the job fair.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.